Remember Catherine Mcbroom's skincare brand 1212 Gateway? Remember how Catherine was also sued by her skincare partners? Well, now they're actually suing her again and have completely removed her existence from the brand's website. A company called teaspill Cosmetics worked with Catherine to create the skincare brand, and reading through the lawsuit documents, I honestly feel bad that they ever thought getting involved with the Ace family was a good idea, and it's honestly so insane how much Austin's parents are so heavily involved in all of their business ventures. It really is so scary, and reading through these documents, I just can't believe what has gone on. I'm going to break down what is going down, who is involved, and how the Ace family time and time again failed to work with other people. So TBL and Catherine Mcbroom joined forces to launch 1212 Gateway, and they first entered an agreement to work together in August of 2020. The agreement they signed gave responsibility to TBL to carry out managerial and day-to-day operational obligations, such as creating and managing the infrastructure to sell and distribute products and new product development and testing. Catherine was to be the public face of the company and responsible for marketing the brand to her followers through a combination of press interviews, promotional videos, and social media posts. The agreement specifically called for no less than 100 posts across Catherine's social media accounts. That was her only obligation to promote the brand. Austin is also a manager of 1212 Gateway, but according to the new lawsuit has done very little to nothing to fulfill his duties as a manager. Now in December of 2020, the brand launched and was a huge success. Catherine had been promoting it all over her socials, and TBL claims had 1212 Gateway continued its upward trend. It stood to make $60 million in revenue by the end of 2021 and more in 2022, but due to Catherine's actions, the company has suffered significantly. So how exactly Catherine's actions ruined this company? I talked about the first lawsuit, which surrounded the fact that the company was really successful. They had a really great launch and products were constantly selling out. This was looking to be like a really good way for Catherine to branch outside of the Ace family brand, do something for herself, and it was extremely successful in the beginning. And I don't know if she personally just got greedy because they made so much money, or if Austin's family saw how much money it was growing and they were like, we could do it, like let's just take it over, like let's just run it ourselves. We don't need other people to be taking a percentage. I don't know if that was their mindset, but they totally effed up everything that they could have been making in the future by seemingly looking very greedy. Because once the company was showing major success, Catherine attempted a corporate coup where she attempted to take away control from TBL and the officers of 1212 Gateway and try to take over the company by improperly obtaining various administrative access credentials, changed the passwords on several accounts, and kept TBL from its proper role within the company. According to lawsuit documents, when they were describing what happened, they said, during this time, Ms. Mcbroom mismanaged the operations and infrastructure, costing immeasurable goodwill and reputation. She continued to exclude TBL from vital corporate systems and seized control over 1212 Gateway's customer service operations, turning such operations over to family members and other associates. During this time, and without board approval, Ms. Mcbroom attempted to relocate 1212 Gateway's product fulfillment operations onto her own property to be run by family members holding both product inventory and fulfillment services ransom to her whims. As a result of her takeover, she single-handedly increased volumes of negative customer service feedback, complaints about shipping issues, and other unaddressed customer inquiries. This resulted in missed opportunities for 1212 Gateway, including a delayed restock event that would have driven millions in for the company. But no, it sounds like the Mcbroom family wanted to just take over this whole thing and make all of the money themselves, but they were definitely way in over their head. I don't think that they actually knew what went into running a proper company, a company of skincare products that people are going to put on their face. You cannot just run that from your home. This is crazy. Reading this lawsuit, you guys. So TBL was forced to take legal action against Catherine last April when all of this was going down, and personally, I think Catherine got off rather easy in this case, because even though all that happened, the brand was still willing to work with her. They wanted her to still be the face of the brand because they probably knew it was better than not having her at all, since most of their customers were there because they heard about it from Catherine and they know it's her brand. So after a lot of pushing to get Catherine to even respond to the lawsuit, She finally acknowledged it because they were like, okay, last chance to respond and work it out, or you're gonna lose this and it's gonna be a major legal problem for you. So she ended up working it out with TBL. They talked and her and Austin both entered a settlement agreement with TBL. The agreement was that TBL would have day-to-day control and Catherine would post on social media and attend marketing meetings. She returned all the accounts and passwords back to TBL, but the weird thing is instead of including 1212 Gateway LLC in the operating agreement, they wanted to use Ace Hack Collections Inc., a company owned by Austin Mcbroom's father and the Mcbrooms, for 1212 Gateway's customer service and fulfillment needs. I think it's just very strange the rest of the family started getting involved suddenly because they were making a lot of money in the company, but regardless, TBL Cosmetics was willing to work with them. The parties executed the agreement on August 30th of last year. But unfortunately for TBL, this just didn't go to plan, and TBL has once again been forced into suing Catherine and Austin for breach of contract since they have failed to meet their promises, and let me tell you, they were called out in this lawsuit, that is for sure. In the complaint they said, and I know this is long, you guys, but seriously, this is crazy. They said despite the unambiguous requirements for social media postings in both the operating agreement and the settlement agreement, Catherine Mcbroom has failed to meet the schedule and frequency of social media postings. She has refused to attend monthly marketing meetings and work collaboratively with TBL for the benefit of 1212 Gateway. Mrs. Mcbroom has refused to agree upon an independent board member or put forward best efforts to find one. Austin Mcbroom has failed to satisfy his duties as a manager of 1212 Gateway is required on information and belief. Miss Mcbroom has continued to exclusively promote her own personal and family interests while refusing to market for the company. The Ace Family YouTube account indicates frequent recent posts pushing product for Ace Family merch on their online portal shop Ace Family. In addition, a February 6, 2022, YouTube post featuring Catherine and Austin promoted MareArthurJanix.com and providing a discount code online for wellness goods, including face and body creams. Clearly, Miss Mcbroom is actively promoting competitive products while failing to promote 1212 Gateway, despite her legal obligations. Additionally, aside from the issues with TBL and 1212 Gateway, Miss Mcbroom and Austin Mcbroom have been consumed with a host of legal issues since mid-2021 to present, created by their mismanagement. Catherine Mcbroom, Mr. Mcbroom, and an entity they control, Simply Greatness Productions, LLC, have been sued for $100 million by a former partner, Live X Live Corp., for defamation based on harm to their reputation. Live X Live alleges, amongst other claims, that the Mcbrooms failed to market and promote a celebrity boxing match. Dismal sales and viewership. The city of Beverly Hills currently has a civil suit against Mr. Mcbroom for an unpermitted parade. This pattern of failing to deliver promises and disregard of the rules by the Mcbrooms is indicative of how they conduct themselves and treat their business partners. Period. It is clear Austin and Catherine have this horrible reputation when it comes to their businesses, and TBL has suffered working with them, seeking this success followed by such failure. I think the Ace family truly has these ideas for events, products, all these things, and they get really excited about just making a ton of money, and when they start to see these dollar signs and they're getting this money in their pocket, that's it. They love launching things and getting that instant gratification. Whether it's money from ticket sales, product purchases, or from an investor, I think they take it and just lose interest once it comes time to either keep it up or fulfill a promise. Like Austin's website, he made a website that was going to give people advice on how to, make a YouTube channel and make a lot of money, and he was acting like he was excited. He was promoting the website, and then what happened? He made money and went ghost on that website with Ace Fest. They promoted it, they were acting all excited. Once they made money from ticket sales, they silently started taking away things from the website, promises that they had made to people that already bought tickets, and were just taking things that they promised to them away. And with this, Catherine promoted her skincare brand, made her money, and then was over it, didn't want to promote it anymore. Even though this had all the potential to skyrocket into more money, this could have been a very big company for Catherine to have and be a part of, and all she had to do was post a freaking picture on her Snapchat and not promote competitor companies. But no, she couldn't do that, and now we are here sitting and reading through these documents. I don't know how they aren't embarrassed by their actions, especially when they are getting called out straight to their faces for being in constant legal issues. How can they want to keep that reputation going when a solution to at least this problem seems so simple? A promotional photo, it's ridiculous. They want this rich lavish lifestyle, they want people to believe that they are living in these big mansions, they own these big properties, they have all these luxury cars, they have all this money, but they're not putting in the work to get there. They care more about looking rich than actually trying to achieve actually being rich and feeling comfortable in their life. They are constantly having to do business venture after business center after business venture, and it's exhausting. It can imagine how exhausting that is, but for this, it's like this company was on the trajectory to do really well. All you had to do was keep it up, and I don't know why they just lose interest in every single thing that they do after they start making money. It's actually crazy. So this is what is going on with this lawsuit. They are set to meet for a hearing next month, and they have a jury trial set for next year. I truly hope that the wrongs are made right, because a lot of money was put down by TBL to even create this company in the first place, and it's honestly tragic to see what their potential could have been compared to what has happened. And I definitely want to know your thoughts on the Ace family in this particular situation, their entire business strategy. I'm really not understanding it. For people that want to seem super rich and have all these luxury things, it's just so confusing that they just want to hand it to them and not have to work for them. I guess that's pretty much what I'm doing here, but let me know what you guys think about their business decisions in the comments below. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye guys.